put an arrow next to me.
Wait.
Did you get grounded?
Oh, I mean, she wasn't very pleased at that, because it said hooker and there was an arrow
I
pointing
get it
next
now.
to her. But
This man's
yeah,
always up to something. Always pissing somebody off.
dude, it was seriously such a beautiful town. So it's like going towards Utah. It was so damn nice, bro. They have like this it's like they're hot springs. So you go in, like it's like little hot tubs like all around the area, and it overlooks like a big ass river, and then it's like in between the mountain canyon. Dude, you see people like white water rafting, you see people fly fishing. It's in between the fucking mountains, and they have like zen ass music on. They have alcohol. Like, dude, it's fucking awesome. Like, it's something that you gotta go to. It was beyond relaxing doing, for sure.
That's legit.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds awesome.
Dude, it was only $25 a person for 2 hours. Pretty good.
It was pretty
To
good.
go to the hot springs or just to be in that area?
Just to go to the hot springs.
Dang, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So it wasn't so I want to give a special shout out to Head in the Clouds, 105 Brewery. Fantastic beer. Drink responsibly, fellas. And 105 Brew, if you hear this, I look like a bear, sorta, kind of chubby, but we could do a killer commercial. Have tons of ideas. So hit my line whenever. I'll drop my my number in the link below. But just know that I'm ready to take this thing to the next level. Okay.
You like spoken syllables. They're not gonna want.
You're on the next level right now.
No,
do like an Andrew Luck parody for
I got your beer promo code.
I'm dropping back. I'm dropping back, and like the crowd's going crazy. I throw it deep, but little do they know it's not a football in my hand. It's a beer. I open it up, drink it, thirst quenching. Commercial over. Tell me you wouldn't buy.
I would not buy.
Damn.
That's pretty good. How can you say no?
So far I'm 1 for 1. So Colton, what do you think?
I just imagine you dropping back, the ankles explode.
Yes.
The beer bust that's everywhere. You're softening up, you're crying. You're just like, oh god, it's so good. Try this beer. Available at the Colorado Brewery, and then you cut the camera.
Colorado Brewery.
Somebody help me.
All right, so we ready to watch this?
No. Yes.
All right, let's start over from the beginning.
Okay, so someone briefly explain what we're watching.
Basketball.
Are you watching it on your phone?
Yeah, I'm watching it on my phone.
So we're all going to watch Game 7 of Spurs Pistons, the NBA Finals. But we all have to click on it at the same time, right?
Okay, so I'm at 17 seconds right now.
No, go to 0.
I'm at 0.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, look at
all right.
Timmy D and Chauncey Billups.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3. Vámonos.
Wait. Isaiah's in the commercial. Go back.
No, I'm out.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm on 3 seconds.
I'm on 7.
Fucking Colton, you piece of shit.
All right, let's
We're literally.
I'm on 7 too.
All right, let's
Okay,
go.
I'll go to 7. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Fuck that! Anxiety's killing me. Okay, yeah, I'm on 7.
I'm on 11.
God.
So we'll hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Dude, let me tell you though.
Hey, when y'all get to 21, let me know.
This is gonna be great, man. What a throwback!
Watch how's timer.
Actually cut his hair.
Whose video is super loud?
Oh, it's mine.
Dude, Tayshaun Prince. Oh my gosh, for
He was
sure
so
he
good,
is
dude.
like top 5 left-hand shooters. of all
Dude, this
time.
game is
He's
sick.
One of my favorite on the ball defenders, and then fucking just super clean shooter.
Pincha TP with a freaking up court. Let's go.
Monty with the long hair. Wow, look at that flow.
I know what happened. What do you got? How do you piss off God enough for him to take away those beautiful locks?
For real.
And now he's super bald, just ratchet as
Super
ever.
fit, dude.
Oh my god.
Manu
Is he really?
Manu is super fit.
Big Ben.
Is he really?
Yeah.
How do you know that? You've seen him? Oh, on Instagram or what?
No, like just coming out of the league, and then the stuff that he's posted on Instagram and social media.
I wonder what. I feel like he would be like a hilarious commentator. Just like having to put the subtitles on when he talked, like it would just be like a nice wrench in the game for TNT.
that same voiceover, the dub
that
over.
ball spot is there.
Yeah,
I see
he's starting.
I would love to see him and Chuck, him and Charles Barkley.
Oh my God! Imagine them two talking together like.
He'd be calling Kenny.
He'd be calling That's Rashid. That's nasty. He's on that area 21 with him and Kevin Garnett. Dude, what two rowdy ass players to have like a little TV show with him and Kevin Garnett. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, Ginobili's pull-up was so disrespectful.
Damn, that looks like my shot, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Wait. You said hell no?
Hell no.
I'm playing one-on-one immediately.
I've locked you down 1,000 times. Ask Colton. He was there.
Never happened.
Dude, but this team was just loaded, bro. Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace.
Offense is dog shit. Oh, my God.
No.
Big Ben averaged like 1.5 points and like 15 rebounds and 3.5 blocks.
3.5 blocks, 15 rebounds, 2 shanks.
2 shanks.
No, but Richard Hamilton was cold as fuck with that mask he was wearing.
Yeah, he was good, man. He broke his nose like 2 or 3 times.
What?
Did he just always have it on?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Has he?
Yeah, I think,
except for the first 2 years of the league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was he at originally?
Scary as shit.
I don't know where he was at originally. I think the Grizzlies.
Rip? He was at the Wizards. He got drafted by the Wizards. I think Jordan drafted him. That was when he was like a minority owner, I think.
Can you imagine trying to get a rebound with Ben Wallace around? I would just hand him the ball. I'd grab it and then I'd hand it to him. I'd be like, you know what? I don't want this.
Look at that. Big Ben.
Oh, whoa!
You know how like in football, like how they like tape like half of their foot.
Oh my God.
So it looks. For almost my whole life, Ben Wallace has worn these shoes, and it looks like his foot is taped. Like he has athletic tape around his ankles. So like when I was young, I was like, bro, I gotta have those shoes. Like I gotta tape my foot. And then I realized I was like, who the fuck would tape their shoe like playing basketball?
I gotta tape.
And they're not taped.
You have glass ankles in elementary or what?
Bro, my ankles have always been hanging on by a thread my entire life.
Dude, that's probably why you have glass ankles, because you've been taping your shoes up at an early age. Your ankles don't know what's going on.
And I've always hurt my ankle for like stupid stuff. Like I was like my junior year, it was like the last week of school, and I was wearing Nike Shox and playing basketball. Rolled my ankle. Done for the rest of life. Then I went to go play at a rec league, and I was wearing free runs. Ankles fucked again. I'm like, dude, come on. Why did this keep happening to me?
Well, I'll tell you why. You wore those shoes.
Yeah. And
oh.
Who's talking?
We're all looking at you. You want to speak up?
Well, I just figured I'm tired of hearing about your fucking ankles. I'm sorry, that was really rude.
Oh,
I was gonna say, you guys hear about Masvidal picking up that fight against Usman?
Ooh, my goodness.
And they fight next Saturday.
Because they got into a confrontation, didn't they? In
January.
That's not gonna be a good fight then. In 2 weeks.
They're going to that Fighter Island shit they're doing. They're gonna fight on some fucking island.
I think it'll be entertaining, but it won't be like full fucking training and everything.
What if like Masvidal just drops that motherfucker?
Dude,
that's what I'm thinking of too. Like I think he's rowdy, but that dude he's a savage too.
Masvidal is crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
I want to watch the fight.
So are they streaming it like on what, like pay-per-view or what?
ESPN Plus. You have to like have ESPN Plus, and then you have to buy it within ESPN Plus.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a paywall.
So what other cards are in that fight?
I think there's like 3 or 4 fight cards during Fighter Island.
Because was it Poirier?
Dustin Poirier?
He fought recently, didn't he?
I think so. I thought he fought last weekend.
Yeah, was that on Fighter Island or no?
10-6,
No, that was like
Detroit.
Florida or whatever. Chauncey?
Bro, Robert
like
Horry, Tim Duncan, dude.
Rick Barry. I think I saw Rick
All
Barry.
right. I kind of want to do this. So let's try to do a play-by-play like a commentator.
Okay, Tim Duncan with his baggy ass shorts running down. Here's the French little saucer.
The menace to society.
Bruce Bowen, who only can shoot a corner three, tries to pull up as if anyone's gonna believe
Who's
him.
number
Pop
2?
still has hair.
Nasra Muhammad, trash. Can't even back down Ben Wallace, garbage.
Look at Mr. Professor Fink right there.
Dude, Ben Wallace is
The ref.
Ben Wallace looks like Predator, bro. He's terrifying looking.
Yeah,
That dude's built like a tank. And then when he'd have the
Look at
afro,
Duncan. Look at Duncan put on the moves. Look at this shit. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Oh, Rashid's
That's what he
rude.
missed in Game 7 against fucking Miami. God damn it.
Trash Johnson.
Tim Duncan's washed.
What did you just say to me?
Yeah, honestly, TBH, I don't think Tim Duncan should and Ginobili and Parker should have stayed with the Spurs as long as they did.
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit much, man.
No.
They were like gone a long time ago. They should have went out with a chip and chilled instead
They
of
went out like 3 years after their championship, and they still competed in 2015. But the Golden State Warriors went fucking off in 2015.
And the OKC. Thunder had.
Yeah, I think OKC
We barely
even
even
that
beat the
one series. They were down 0-2, right? I think the Thunder were down 0-2, and that's the year that like the Thunder took the step.
I remember like Timmy sat on the floor because he was big Angie.
He was big achy. What?
Big Angie.
Oh,
what
I
is
don't know what that
that?
means.
Angry.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are you even saying?
I don't even know anymore.
No, I don't know. I feel like
Young
teams
Pop.
that take too long to rebuild is when they get stuck with the bullshit now. But the Spurs don't even suck, bro. They got DeMar DeRozan, they got LaMarcus Aldridge, they got DeJounte Murray, Lonnie Walker. Everyone's cutting their hair. I mean, they got to move over there. They're just dude. What if they don't make the playoffs? That would be great.
Who is winning?
They should blow it up, man. I don't know.
Oh,
like Aldridge is getting older. DeRozan can't shoot threes. I mean, DeJounte Murray's a nice piece, but maybe just get rid of a couple of those guys. They're just kind of like empty stats, I feel like. DeRozan and Aldridge. I don't know.
All these personal shots. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it'll help. I mean, if you trade those guys, get some draft picks.
Yeah.
Get some good young players, cheap. Build it up again. Wow, Rick,
what do y'all have winning this 2020 Rona Finals?
Ooh, the Lakers.
COVID.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably Corona. I can't see it lasting. I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I don't think we're gonna get it.
The Rona Ringers.
A big player.
Honestly, only reason why I want to see the Lakers win is because I know LeBron James would do like something super heart-filled for Kobe Bryant if they were to win.
I know, dude.
And it would be fucking like one of the greatest performances ever since Leonardo DiCaprio ripped himself out of a bear's stomach.
Oh my God.
Or slept in that horse or whatever.
Man, I saw those pics of LeBron training, and he's got the gray coming out in his beard now, and I'm just like, this is the first time I realized this man's old. We're not gonna have
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's almost done. How many seasons has he been in? 14 or
18.
16? 18, you're a liar.
Dude, 2003.
That's his 18.
17.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And he's still playing at an MVP level.
He's gonna play with his son coming to the league, bro.
How old is Bronny? Like 14, 15?
I think.
Yeah, he's a sophomore now.
Yeah, I think he's 16.
Because he played at Sierra Canyon last year, his first year.
How weird of a career do you guys think Robert Horry had to like average like almost no points like ever? Like he had probably he was like an 8-point a game kind of guy, but he had the most clutch shots in like finals history.
I think he has the most bro. And like the most legit shots in fucking basketball history.
He's that red guy that you don't do shit the whole game, and then you're like going up to like win by 2 and it's 14-13 and he just drains it.
He's Colton.
Dude,
You just described
I
yourself.
have, bro. I've seen Colton. Like, I've gone to. So me and him have gone to like the UTSA rec plenty of times. I remember one time, like, I was like, damn, man, our team fucking sucks ass. Like, it's just me basically, and then Colton, and then these 3 other dorky ass kids, whatever. I was like, we're about to get destroyed by these, UTSA basketball players. And
We're the
Colton just
hood,
comes
we're
out,
just kidding.
drops 4 threes in a row. I'm just like, what in the fuck is happening? I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this dude the ball, he would not miss. He was like running and just like flicks it and then just runs off before it's even made yet. And he just is all fucking walking out. I was like, what the hell?
Cole's
Dude,
like, give me
he's
the ball,
awesome.
give me the ball.
I won't even say anything. I don't even say nothing. Because I know I'll probably go 4 for 30 the next 30 shots. So
No, you 100% did. You made like 6 threes in a row and then you didn't make anything for the last 36 hours.
that's fine.
36 hours.
But
Colton is the
God,
definition of flick of the wrist. Just
For
catches
real.
it, flick of the wrist,
Yes,
runs back down.
Exactly.
hey, shout out Sean Marion for the awkward ass shots.
Yes.
That's the boy right there.
Dude, that shit was.
This was in 2005, dude.
This was Steve Nash
Feels
won
like
MVP.
forever ago.
Where was everyone at 2005 for this?
This specific day, I think
in
I
Michigan.
was.
This specific day.
I was 10, so probably not a goddamn thing.
I think I was 28. I'm just kidding.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
you're
like
right.
vividly remember like every time the Spurs won, my dad would have the flag outside of our house. Like he'd be like driving in our cul-de-sac, like honking the horn. I was like, "Híjole, take it."
Damn,
It's like
he
8
didn't
o'clock.
drive. He didn't drive down Cherry Street, Military Drive, and freaking.
No, just
Commerce.
pinche tejeras and helotes. That's it.
Oh no.
You know, one thing that irritates me about sports is how they change the fucking score graphic every season.
Yeah,
I'm like-
it dates it so much.
Like, you get used to it, and then, like, the next year they fucking change it. It's all fucked up, and you're just like, why?
Where are the timeouts at?
Hey, so did you see those? So Serge Ibaka posted something like on his Instagram of like I guess like the rings that they have to wear. What does that do? Just like open up the doors of the facility or something?
I think it tracks their movement and anyone they interact with in that like environment, in that bubble.
Wow! Holy
So,
shit!
Yeah,
Really?
so it's pretty nuts. Yeah, because like the Disney complex, they're gonna have like their employees and whatnot. I'm not sure if they're wearing those rings. I'm sure they will if the players are gonna do it, but it's just a way to kind of keep track of how many people. Because if like one of the players gets it, maybe they can just track. Okay, here's the people that they come in contact with, and they keep everyone. Yeah, I mean it's a good idea. I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. You know,
Hey,
it's
do
like they're just kind of just trying it.
But dude, did you see in Orlando how they have the courts all set up?
No.
They're like the courts
That's
right
right.
next to each other. It looks like Home Court America or something. Where
Like
like
the
every-
UTSA rig?
yeah, so they have like the Magic's floor and they have another team's floor.
What?
Oh, right next to each other, dude. It looks so badass. When
That's
I saw it, I was
pretty
like,
cool.
dude, imagine if that's like the turn of basketball. Dude, I feel like you would get the players, especially like young players or maybe players who have been in a slump, like you'll see them really hoop because they're like they don't have like the pressure of fans. Like it's like they're just like playing in a rec league. Like it's pure talent against talent. Like nothing is disrupting it whatsoever.
I think I don't know. I'm kind of on. It's not going to be as good as basketball. Just like how the UFC fighters were. Who was it? What's the guy on Fight Companion? The Eddie Bravo.
Brandon Schaub?
Eddie Bravo.
Oh, bravo.
He was like, he said he was at the fight, one of the UFCs that recently happened. He was like, dude, it was weird. Like it just felt like no intensity. It felt like you didn't have any of like the fans like cheering you on. You didn't like when you got a good hit in. And I feel like the same thing with basketball. Like it's gonna be like not as intense. You know what I mean? When you hit that big three, it's like you're not gonna get that momentum, that extra momentum. But yeah, you're right. It's gonna be extra like technical and stuff. But I feel like the watching it is gonna be like,
I don't know. I feel like when you're watching it at home, like, it doesn't really matter if the crowd's there or not. Because like when I was watching the UFC fight that I saw, and that makes up for the fact there's nobody there. And what I mean, they can do that I've seen like WWE do because I still follow wrestling intermittently.
yeah.
Is they'll just put like their talent out there in the arena or their training facility, and they just have like them being the fans watching it, chanting and all that shit. So they could literally just get fighters that are there or whatever, or camp people, and just treat them like fans and let them be out there, But I don't think it'd be the same for an actual sport.
Shit.
Yeah, but for NBA. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go. I already kind of went on my ridiculous rant. So.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, like, so for like the NBA, it's going to be different because the whole playoffs, there's like a 20% kind of structure that's built into having home court advantage, where when you go on these 7-0, 9-0 runs, that swings the whole momentum of a game. The crowd is the one that's feeding that energy, so it's going to be a little bit different. The teams that worked all year, like Milwaukee, LA, that have that home court advantage, is going to kind of be more of an even advantage for all those lesser teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how it's going to be to view it. I mean, I haven't really seen football or basketball like that with no fans.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, first of all, I think it'd be good to have basketball back, so it'll give people a reason to stay inside. Because they want to watch the games. They don't want to go out and do something and be more reckless than they have to be right now, especially with the way mainly cases in Texas are going. Colorado, I think, is doing a pretty good job with the whole thing. They seem to be under control, but Texas is, especially where me and John live, it was like 1,400 cases yesterday. But I think
in San Antonio, it's 1,400 cases.
New cases, yes.
Yeah, it's like 14,000. Wow. It's like 14,000 for the whole total so far.
Yeah. Like, how don't people get it? Based off of hearing stuff like that, like, how don't you understand?
Because people think they're losing their rights because they have to wear a mask, and it's like, how is that any different than wearing a seatbelt when you get in your car?
Wow, that's a perfect way to put that. God damn. Yeah. Like, yeah, it keeps you safe. Like, you can choose not to wear it, but even when you choose not to wear it, I know, but it's people who are inconsiderate of the other people in the vehicle with them. Like,
but nobody's ever complained saying you're taking away my constitutional right by making me wear a seatbelt. They're only talking about it with a mask.
Which is ridiculous. It's just political, dude, and like there's so much shit out there. I think it's all stemmed from fucking false information and like the age we live in today, that we see a fucking headline and we don't see if it's credible, but we see a headline and it says COVID 1,300 new cases. But what's the underlying thing there? That a lot of those are going to recover. Most of those will recover, and the death rate is actually going down compared to what they thought before.
They've also gotten better treatments. They've found
and then
already.
better treatments, and then like people are our health officials are stepping up. Like there's stuff that's underlying instead of 1,300 new cases. Like fear, eat this shit up. You know what I mean? Like that shit's like. Go ahead.
I mean, it's changed my whole perspective on everything. I mean, I was pretty careful, anyways. Like I would wear the mask.
Information, bro. We need good information.
But it changed my whole perspective when I finally was around someone that ended up being confirmed to have it. Like it freaks you out. It's just because it's something that you don't know how it's gonna go, because it's such a new thing and nobody can really. I mean, I had the flu in February and that was a little freaky because just I couldn't sleep for 5 days. I'd be coughing until 4 a.m. and I'd finally just fall asleep.
Yeah,
but it was bad.
Yeah, I think I can imagine the people that actually have it, because the fear of the unknown. Like, hey, am I gonna react extremely terrible and then be fatal, or am I asymptomatic and it's gonna be as if I don't have it?
Or even if you do live, there's people that are having it lingering effects for months, which is crazy. People are still dealing with stuff 3 months later.
Did y'all skip that ad? Sorry, Colt.
I didn't have an ad.
You didn't have an ad? Oh,
I just watched Tony Parker make some bum-ass jump shot.
I'm on 1920 or 1930.
I'm on 1953.
All right, I'm going to scoot up then.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you're on what? Hold on. Let me finish this.
I'm going to pause mine.
This ad about Volvos. Man, I've always wanted a Volvo. They're so clean.
I'm 1959.
There are new commercials, or maybe it was a year ago, where it's driving through these really scenic, beautiful mountain places. I'm like, man, I really want a Volvo right now.
I just saw a Jeep ad where they were like, we're in this together. We're gonna survive this pandemic.
Is that Brent Berry?
Buy a Jeep.
Okay, real quick. What number are y'all on? I'm on 2001.
1959.
I'm on 2015.
I'm on 2033.
Holy shit.
But I'll wait. I'm good.
Yeah,
because I have a million ads, so I'm
I'm on 2033. I'm looking at Antonio McDyess's face.
I am now at 2030.
Should we
Didn't
do
Antonio McDyess play for the Spurs too, right? Later on in his career.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start in 3.
He was there in 07,
Dude,
I think.
Dude, I like vividly remember like as a kid, like I had a Tony Parker fucking Reebok jersey. And that's like where I got like the whole like tongue out of my mouth thing because Tony Parker always had a tongue out of his mouth and fucking just dropping floaters. I was like, oh man, that's like was like half of my game when I was a kid, just like learning how to do a rainbow floater.
My favorite shot that Tony has is the rush to the rim on the left side and then that spin that he always
the risk
does.
it all shot.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't give a fuck if I tear everything.
Dude, he spins so hard. I'm like, holy shit.
Tim Duncan was such a hooper. Like, and I was like thinking of like I'm watching this like in 2005, and like Tim Duncan is literally going to go down as one of the greatest power forwards to ever play basketball in the history of ever.
Bro,
like and like seeing him here,
Timmy,
like
honestly.
yeah, because he's just like so chill, but like he was just like so fundamentally sound. Like you even see him like how he like transitions his feet from left to right. Like he was just like so fundamentally beautiful. It was
ridiculous. Nickname was the big fundamental.
Yeah, like his footwork in basketball is just ridiculous for being so incredibly stiff as he was. Is wild,
bro. He commands the floor by just fucking knowing exactly he just knows the game.
He knows where to be.
Huh?
He always knew where to be.
Yeah, like every fucking step meant something. It wasn't just fucking Shaq.
And
like, do I go over here?
You know something funny that I watched on Twitter today was someone made an Anthony Bennett highlight reel, and it was just of one game where he made like 7 points. It was like the Cavs versus the Magic, and like he hit 1 3, and the bench went crazy.
Oh my god!
The caption was like Anthony Bennett was wild back in his day.
What? Where did he go to college at, Anthony Bennett?
Louisville,
I think.
It was Louisville, I thought. No, it might have been UNLV.
Yeah, it was UNLV. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
And then he just didn't amount to because I thought
it was so bad. It was terrible. I think Oladipo was like number 2, and everyone else in that draft was just trash. It was
That's right. He played in Indiana. I remember.
He went to UNLV in the 2013 draft.
This was streamed 3 months ago, guys, and people on the fucking chat replay are saying, "Rip KD."
They're literally putting KD rip. They're putting NLE Choppa. They're just saying a bunch of people died that have not even.
That's fucked up, dude. Rip
COVID and exaggerated, overhyped thing. What the fuck? All right, so
Rip Joey
we have.
Crawford.
I don't even think Kevin Durant was even playing in this year yet. Like he wasn't even in the NBA
No,
yet.
it's the chat. It was like a live stream, so they live.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through this draft. I'll run through the first round real quick. It was Bennett at first, Oladipo, Otto Porter, Cody Zeller, Alex Lynn, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, Kentavious Pope, Craig Bird. Finally, C.J. McCollum at 10.
Oh, there we go.
Michael Carter Williams, Steven Adams, Kelly Olynyk, Shabazz Muhammad.
Was this
And
15?
15, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
Damn, you got him out of that draft too.
Dennis Schroeder at 17, Shane Larkin, Mason Plumlee, Solomon Hill, Tim Hardaway, Rudy Gobert.
There's some terrible players.
The second half of that draft is better than the top half of that draft.
Who was in the 30s? Let's see. We had
Rudy Gobert is not even kind of half bad. Steven Adams.
No, he's good. Gobert's
Giannis.
Colton Iverson.
player of the year.
Tim Hardaway Jr. I thought was going to be so good coming out of Michigan and just didn't do shit at all.
He was so
Villanova.
and Trey Burke, do you remember? I think they went to the national championship game.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're 100% right.
Seth Curry was undrafted. Dwayne Dedman, Matthew Dellavedova, Rodney Covington.
Dude, nothing pissed me off more is when Dellavedova or whatever the fuck his stupid name is, where he did decent in the finals and then got this fat ass contract and then is absolutely garbage. Has the ugliest jumper I have ever seen in my life. and is absolutely terrible. I was like, how on earth did this dude get the fattest contract from one finals appearance? It was absolutely wild to me.
That's the thing, man. It's like
He's
if
a
you
hustler.
playoffs, like Roy Hibbert. Remember that one year when the Pacers played the Heat, and it was like the best big man in the league for like just that postseason. He got a massive contract, and then he was out of the league 2 years later. It's just like if you perform in the playoffs, you'll make a lot of money, but it doesn't really mean you're that good. It just means you got hot for 6 weeks.
See, this is what they should do. NBA, listen up. You should do 30 contracts for the whole NBA. All of them are salary. The rest, everyone else is hourly. And if you get your shit cut, you get cut from life. You have to work. You have to work at Sears or Albertsons for the rest of your life if you cannot hit a wide open.
I don't think those places even exist anymore.
That's exactly my point.
Oh,
Sears or Albertsons. I think you're living in 2005 right now.
Hey,
really do feel like
settle down, Governor. All this, bro. Those freaking the cornrows are just tight as hell. Settle down.
Fucking sick ass pass.
things from 2005.
Oh yeah, see what the hottest song was in 2005.
Price a gallon of gas was $2.34 on average. Yeah.
That's more.
What was the best song?
Was your favorite song? "We Belong Together" by Mariah Carey.
Oh, that is your favorite
We
song.
belong together,
Classic.
baby. When you left, I lost a part. Dude, don't even get me started right now. I'll fucking light a candle, turn this bitch to another level. It's a great song. Great song. Oh, you thought you were gonna embarrass me, huh, Colton?
You did it enough on your own.
Oh,
Freaking
The most
Mariah.
popular show that year was American Idol.
That was a great show, though. I can't lie. I used to watch it with my mom and dad all the time.
When all
It's
the
pretty
terrible people walked out and sang and fucking broke Simon Cowell's eardrums.
Simon Cowell, bro. His shit. He was like so. He was like what's that? That chef,
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, which is super
Goat.
disrespectful all the time.
Dude. This is crazy. 25-25. That's how close
They're
the
just all
fucking
pointing at
game
each
was.
other.
Like they could have beat us.
He did it. No, he did it. No, he did it.
Dude, it was just like such good ass basketball, man. Even Brent Barry was just such a cold-blooded shooter.
Who was the Pistons coach?
Oh, Hugh Brown or Huey Brown? Not Huey Brown. Yeah,
Dude,
Huey
this,
Brown.
This is around
Am
the
I
time
saying that right?
Manu started fucking going off, dude. 2007, he went off. No, 2005. It was this series that he fucking had his best
Oh,
series.
bro. He had seriously like the most beautiful pull-up jumper.
In the Euro step.
Yes, the Euro step, and then he would drop just like a 12-footer. Like, look at that hair, just luscious.
Do y'all
as
remember when he fucking elbowed Steve Nash?
Steve Nash in the fucking grill?
That was rad,
No,
dude.
it wasn't Ginobili. It was Robert Horry. Robert Horry fucked him
Oh,
up.
it was, yeah.
Yeah, Robert Horry bodied that little boy.
And he did not care, dude.
Robert Horry was such a savage. Like, imagine like just being an athlete like him and just going to team to team to team, and then just they always win. Just having rings on rings on rings on rings. That's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
It's like being in that group project in school with all the smart kids, and you just show up and do the sources page in the very end, and you get 100.
they do all the work. You just put your name on.
Sources page. The
I got
bibliography.
this from Wikipedia.
That's crazy, though. I got a question for you guys. So, would you rather have a career like Robert Horry, or would you rather have a career like Billups, like one of those players that was like really good, like kind of an all-star, 5 or 6 years, won one championship, but for the most part, isn't really talked about as like a top 10 at his position player?
Robert Horry.
I'd rather be Horry.
Big shot.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh my god.
Yeah, I'd rather have stacks of champagne in my freezer.
I have an ad. I'm gonna skip it.
What are you at?
I'm at 29.
I'm at
Yeah,
38.
Mine's 25-25 right
38.
30-18.
Yeah, this is wow, what a fireworks display. 25-25, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Just
I feel like it's been 25-25. I mean, I'm at 30 minutes, still at 25-25.
I went to 30 right now.
All right, so I have a question for y'all. So I was watching. So there's a new Netflix special. It's called White Lines, and basically it's just I kind of briefly explained it last week with Jonathan, but it's how it kind of the show ended is where it was this kid who like just chased adventure, who chased fear, who basically how they broke it down like this. There's one part of the show. He's like Axel Collins, which is what the main character's name. He's like he attacked fear. Like very, very small amount of people in the world like actually like run towards danger, run towards fear, and a lot of people run away from it. And like when I was thinking about it, like to myself, I was like, damn, what kind of person am I? Like when I was younger, I definitely was like one of those people who like ran towards fear. Like I was like, I don't give a fuck if something happens, like let's just do it, whatever. So like I'm thinking, and my question is to y'all, like for the majority of y'all's life, like what has it been? Like have y'all been like the people like to like run towards like the unknown and like fear, or are you the type of person who like watches it happen, or are you the type of person that like runs away from it because it's not a good situation?
All right, I'll start. So to your point about when you're a kid, you were you were fearless, right? When you're a kid, I feel like when everyone's a kid, a lot of people just, you know, you see life ahead of you. You know what I mean? You see like a ton of life. So you're just like, oh, I'm good. I'll be good. I don't need to eat that salad. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do this. You know, little things like that. I feel like when you're a kid. But yeah, I'm like, to answer your question, I'm more of like healthy skeptical, like all the time. Like I'm not afraid of things. Like I try to actively get scared first, and then figure out why I'm scared, and then figure out how I can beat it, how I can learn how to understand like why it is I'm getting scared, and why I'm letting something defeat me in a way. You know what I mean? If I feel fear, then I feel that, you know, it's an emotion that I'm creating. Just like I create my own happiness by doing stuff that makes me happy. I'm creating my own fear by doing stuff that makes me fearful. Looking at social media on COVID, looking at like the deaths, looking at a couple ushers that, you know, I used to manage at the Spurs, like that brings fear. But I'm starting to understand, like, how do I get out of that and get to a point where I'm not fearful, I'm fearless, but understand that I have to be fearful to become fearless. That's my answer.
Well, that was a great answer.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, man. I feel like for me, you know, when you're younger, like you were saying, Jeremy, you're like fearless. It's more of like not ignorance, but just more like you don't really know that much about the world. So everything that comes, you're just kind of like a curious mind. So everything that comes just is what it is. You don't really blow it out of proportion. It's really, really kind of black and white when you're younger age. As you get older and you get more experiences, you kind of define who you are, and you have certain things that happen in your life that test you. For me, I've been kind of more neutral. I haven't run at impossible situations, but I haven't run away from things that, you know, are happening where I just have to make a judgment call. I more just try to remain calm and try to just think through something as quickly as I can, and just try to be like objective. Because I was raised and I'm around people, you know, for the most part that can overreact sometimes, and I'm more on that side. So I kind of overcompensate and go to the other side and try to really remain calm and take each thing as it is. And so that's just kind of how I am. I'm a little more neutral. Like if something happens, I kind of just remain calm. I'm the calm person, and I more of just react to what's coming at me in the calmest way I can. So that's just kind of how I am. That's just kind of me.
Calm is hard, dude. It's hard to achieve that.
Calm is hard. Yeah, it's hard, but like it's a lot easier when you see other people react all the time. Then you become like, okay, that doesn't really work as well. I'd rather try to go the opposite way. And then as you go the opposite way long enough, you go the opposite way long enough, you kind of start to come back towards the middle. It's just like there's a time to be calm, there's a time to react, there's a time to, do each one. But I try to just remain like right in the middle and just be as informed as I can and just, react off of that. So I don't really know if that answers your question, but, because I'm not one together, I'm just kind of neutral. So
no, it 100% does. I mean, that was like the whole point of like the show, and it's exactly kind of what you said too, Jonathan. Like, so he, even like his character, he was like, I don't live in the future, I don't live in the past, like I live in the now. I'm not doing anything in my life that I have to think about what'll happen in the next 10 minutes. Like it makes no sense to me. Like I live for what's going to happen now, my decisions now, and it's all based off of instinct. But he was also 21 years old, and I feel like that's exactly how I live my life personally. So what about you, Colton? Like, I mean, have you like lived your life like per instinct and just like, I don't give a fuck, like future is what the future is, past is what the past is, like I'm living in the now? Or
I mean, I feel like I've always been really a reserved person. Like I don't really do anything super. I try not to go off like and do something like crazy or whatever. If that's what you're asking. Like I've always been kind of like real timid with doing anything that I don't feel comfortable with. Like I don't just jump into something if I don't know what it is and I don't know, as much as I can about it. I just feel like I don't want to be reckless like that because I feel like I do something. Something bad would come out of it for me. So I probably have run away from, I guess, fear. I guess would be the answer. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I guess maybe I feel like I might have missed out on some stuff probably, but it is what it is. I guess I mean.
Yeah, fight or
I'm
flight.
still here though.
Yeah.
We're all still here.
It's
So
like
there's all different ways to get. There's all different ways to get where you're at. And all of us have succeeded doing our own thing. So But I think it's good to talk about it so like we can all hear about how like each of us embraces things, and then you can kind of maybe even sway how you look at things.
Yes, your success, Isaiah's success, Jeremy's success all look different than my success. You know what I mean? So the things you fear, I may not fear. The things, and vice versa. Like, oh, I got a commercial again.
Yeah, and I think like honestly, like as a kid, like my mom and dad were like, "You can't do this. Like you can't do this. You need to do this. Like this is what happens when you do this." And like as I got older, I was like, "How do I know that that's exactly what happens when I do this? Like why can't I just find out on my own?" Like I have like lived my life, especially like my early years, up until like probably 2 years ago. Like I've lived my life purely through trial and error. Like, I'm not going to take someone's at word for absolutely anything. Like, if you said, dude, if you literally walk in a straight line, you will get to the other end. I'd be like, how the fuck, why the fuck is this path here? And why is this path here? Why is this? Like, why can't I just do these other things and then somehow figure out what my path is? Like, why do I got to go what you're telling me to do? Like,
That's
I don't
honestly entrepreneur mindset, dude. It's not a worker bee mindset. Because a lot of people
I'm not good at that.
A lot of people are like they and there's no knock at all. It's just not me or you, obviously. It's like I need A and B. I need a plan for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to do this because it's gonna achieve this outcome, and that's just how history wrote it and everything. You're more of like you're trying to create your own road as you're going down the road, and people already have a road that someone else paved for them. And like your parents, they're saying like you should do this, this is the road that we're making for you. But you're trying to make your own road. You know what I mean? You're trying to find like what works for you. And I do the same thing, dude. I have that entrepreneurial mindset to where it's like there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a different way. There's got to be a more fun way. There's got to be a way that I like, because I mean I don't really like that way. Like I live my life, and this is how I want to be, and this is my success, and this is my happiness. I mean,
yeah, and I feel like like you're taking like an experience away from me by telling me exactly how something's gonna end up.
Yeah,
like I don't even get to experience it now because you're literally telling me like this is exactly how it's gonna go. Like, well, then why would I want to go do that? Why would I want to figure something else out that I have no idea what the outcome is going to be?
Yeah.
Like that's like what I prefer. Like I'm like I don't know. I think it's like the older that I've gotten. Like even like moving to Colorado. Like I had no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. I did everything off of like a spurt. Like it wasn't a much of thinking involved into it. It was just like a feeling. I took the feeling and I fucking left. And that was all that happened. I didn't look back. Like it was based off purely of a feeling.
Yeah.
And so many like people like obviously like my dad and you know I was reading plenty of stuff online, and there's so many times I could have talked myself out of it, but I was like, dude, like I will literally never know until I do it. Like, well, how am I gonna read something and how that defined my future? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I would prefer to fail flat on my face and then know, okay, well, fuck, I can never do that again because that is I have experienced what has happened if I do this. But like, how am I gonna know something if I don't experience it for myself? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I've always hated, like I've even told Leslie, like I hate when like people like tell me like what to do. Like don't tell me what I have to do or what I need to do. Like let me fucking figure it out on my own. Like I have never have like, and I almost have like that kind of like rebel like kid mindset when I was younger. Is like do this. I was like nope, I'm gonna do the opposite. Like how do I know you're right? How do I know? Did you make up this fucking thing, or did you just see someone else do it and now you're now passing it on to me and now I got to do that? Like no, dude. Like I'm gonna literally. I'd rather fail miserably knowing that I attempted something that you told me not to attempt, and then I made a different road for myself.
Yeah, no, I like that mindset that you have. I think what you're kind of describing is experience is the best teacher. So you'd rather experience these things, find out for yourself. You appreciate you appreciate what other people are saying, but you'd much rather experience it yourself. And once you start to experience things for yourself, your perspective starts to broaden, and that feeling that you're saying that you're just chasing that feeling, which is like, I didn't know what to expect in Colorado. I didn't know what was waiting for me there. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just knew that I wanted to do it. It's kind of that like childlike mindset of just really wanting to go out there and explore. And once you see a little bit of that feeling, it just widens your whole perspective and you realize your potential that you could do so much more. The hardest thing is moving from your hometown and moving somewhere else, and getting a new job, meeting new people. All those things are such valuable things to go through to develop your character and who you are as a person. And once you start to put yourself out there a little more, you realize your potential is just so much more than you ever thought it could be. And then you just kind of keep going and keep going. And kind of the sky is like the limit if with that kind of perspective. That's kind of my perspective as well. I think it's really brave to put yourself out there and to move to a different state and try all these new things. I think that's awesome. That's what I try to do myself, that perspective at least.
Yeah, it's a tough road, life, but Ben Wallace is fucking 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block.
Dude, and absolutely the tightest cornrows I've ever seen.
He said, "Nobody want to give an inch."
Michelle Tafoya, wow.
Chauncey
A young
Billups is
Michelle
a freaking
Tafoya.
hooper, man. Even on the Clippers.
Halftime.
Is it halftime for you?
Yo, what's his name? What was his name that he died of cancer? He was on the ESPN panel. He was on Sports Center.
Stuart Scott?
Stuart Scott. He just interviewing Ben Wallace?
I think so.
What time are you at?
I'm at 43. We could go to the fourth. Let's go to the fourth.
I'm at 403. Yeah, I'm down.
All right, let's go to the
let's go to the last
5 minutes.
Let's go like last 30 seconds at least.
Yeah.
All right, fourth quarter.
Let's go to the last 10 minutes of the whole movie. Of the whole stream.
The whole movie? Mira, what are you talking about, movie?
It's over at that point.
The last 10 minutes, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't know. Jesus Christ.
I got 18.
Well, right now I'm at an hour, 12 minutes, and it's 59-61. 9:26 left in the fourth quarter.
An hour and what? 12?
59-61. 9:48 left.
Yeah, I'm at 9:24 right now. 9:24 left in the game. 11 seconds on the shot clock.
9:23.
Tony Parker is out of the game. Bruce Bowen is in the wing. Tim Duncan is low in the post.
Tim Duncan whiffs on the catch.
Chill out.
Rick Barry.
Dude, this beer is so good. See, that's like one thing about the plus of Colorado is like they're fucking how many breweries they have here and how many different kinds of beer. Like, Steve, so lately I've been like really into Hefeweizen. My goodness gracious. What's up?
What'd you call me? Hefeweizen? Say it again.
Hefeweizen.
I've never heard of that kind of beer ever in my life.
Yeah, it's like a German wheat beer. It's really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, so there's this brewery that's like 2 minutes like walking from our apartment.
Oh shit, Robert. Owen.
And Leslie calls it Dancing Bear. Does this look like a fucking bear that's dancing? No. Looks like a bear that's about to eat a cup.
Yeah, he's
So
about
she's like, Jeremy, you know how bears are like this? I was like, when have you ever seen a bear do that? What are you talking about?
What the heck? I think she had to eat dancing bears.
Fuck, bro, both of us. All right, where y'all at? Oh, damn it.
I'm at 8:30 left in the game. Robert Ory
Okay,
for the
hold on.
shot.
Hold on, pause it. 8:30?
Yeah, I'm at 8:22 now.
8:26.
Okay, I'm right here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Robert Ory just hit that corner three.
Tony Parker's losing it.
Bro, Robert Ory was so fucking cold, bro.
For real.
So cold. But so was Chauncey Billups, bro. Like,
59.
Chauncey Billups was absolutely disrespectful.
Robert
good.
Ory on Sheed. Oh, no, he's not good enough.
Damn, Rasheed Wallace was nasty, bro. So good. Who was Rasheed Wallace with originally? He was with the Blazers, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With like Zach Randolph and all those cats.
Is he a Hall of
Dude.
Famer?
No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Ben Wallace-
He's probably just like a great six man. I don't think anyone from the Pistons, maybe besides Chauncey Billups,
Ben
would probably
Wallace.
be on the. Ben Wallace is not in the Hall of Fame.
He is.
No, he's
He is.
not.
Yes, he is.
No way.
You're the biggest liar I've ever met.
Pretty
Not
much
even.
to make the NBA Hall of Fame. It's not. It's
Because he
pretty.
had Defensive Player of the Year, and then he won a championship. That's it.
Oh, they won in 04, the year before this, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
beat the Lakers 4-1, I think.
Who did they
That
beat?
was like
Oh, the
Kobe.
Lakers. That's right.
Yeah, it was like Kobe, Malone, Gary Payton.
Oh, I need that Hall of Fame.
That's why they
Damn,
blew it up,
Nasra.
right?
He was a
Nasr
four-time
Muhammad
NBA,
just-
he was four-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, though.
Damn, and he was like only like 6'8" or 6'9",
Holy shit, these guys are hoopers, man.
right? Ben Wallace was like 6'9", right? He wasn't very big.
He was 6'9".
TP with the ball, 7:10 left. Rip Hamilton,
Rip Hamilton, boy.
pass to Brent
He was-
Berry. Brent on
He's
face
rocking
shot.
those Hirachis. Okay.
Robert Ory with the behind the back. Travel. That's travel.
Oh my God, that's traveling, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
What a terrible throw. What the hell was that?
Pop's about to.
Bro, get
kill
up
the
taper
ref.
fade. What are you doing, bro? Fade that boy up. Oh my God, Chauncey Billups was so nasty. I mean, I feel like as an athlete, bro, if Bruce Bowen was guarding you, that means you had the fucking sauce, and that means you had to be guarded You had to be guarded super tightly because he was the nastiest defender, bro.
Dude, people have stories about Bruce Bowen putting his foot right at their landing zone and then fucking hitting them on the chins and stuff. On the shins. That sounded super Mexican there. Hitting them on the freaking chins right there. Oh my god. Oh no, that's Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan backing him down. Let's go. Pass to Bowen.
Well, shoulders.
Dude, we're about to go a fucking military drive honking right now.
Damn it.
Man, I can't believe it. 67-61. That's just like a halftime
I know.
for today's NBA.
It's just a ton of defense.
Golden State in one quarter. It's not recording.
No, it is not. Hold on. Pause your thing.
All right, I'm at 117.
117. Same.
It's kind of hard to watch a game and stream.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I think we might. Oh, damn it.
All right, Tony Parker's pushing the ball up. 5 minutes left.
Oh, hold on. We paused for you.
Oh,
What?
true. All right, then. So then who would you say top 5 point guards of all time? Period.
Stockton.
Okay. Good call.
Kid. Is Jerry West a point guard?
Jerry West is a shooting guard.
Was Pistol Pete a point guard?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put him in there. Magic. And then probably from this, because I want to put someone from this generation, probably Chris Paul.
Yeesh.
You got
So
Pistol Pete, John Stockton, Chris Paul. Who else?
Magic.
Oh,
I miss Jason Kidd.
And Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd was fucking nasty. First of all, he was absolutely so dirty. Jason Kidd.
I don't know.
I mean, Pistol Pete had some rowdy passes too. Pistol Pete was like an originator of like that. John Stockton. I mean, his record's never going to get touched.
All right, let's go. Let's go to 118. An hour.
All right, I'm at 118.04.
All right.
I'm at 118.
Ready?
All right, let's go.
I'm 118.06.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, who's your top 5 point guards, Isaiah? All time.
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, I never really watched Magic, but that's just like it's easy to tell that he's probably number one.
Well, you never even watched them.
I'd probably go, but it's amazing, you know. Man, it's tough. I always really loved Steve Nash. He was just always he's so undersized and always was able to, you know, he kind of invented that like layup off the wrong foot, you know, lay it up with the inside hand, mid-range 3-pointer. He'd probably be second for me. Chris Paul's up there. John Stockton. He just put up a lot of stats. I mean, he was pretty solid. He'd be 4. Yeah, I don't know who'd be 5. Probably AI maybe. Iverson. He was pretty solid.
There it is.
Remember him and Billups on the Nuggets?
There it is.
I think no.
Oh my God, yeah, they were, and then they had fucking Camby, Kenyon Martin. Boy, they were dirty.
They had a good team. They had a J.R. Smith too, I think, was coming off the bench.
Yeah, J.R. Smith sure was. Hell
They all
yeah.
went to the same tattoo artist. That was when tattoos started getting big though, like with fucking Allen Iverson, and then they all kind of teamed up. Yeah. Who you got?
Yeah, I would have to say mine is Allen Iverson, John Stockton, Magic, Russell Westbrook, and Tony Parker. Probably my 5 favorite point guards I've ever watched ever.
Oh, okay, so we're going favorite. Okay.
Oh yeah,
those are my completely different.
I know.
Those are my 5 favorite point guards.
Favorites like
right,
Dame would be on there for favorite. Steph would be on there for favorite. There's so many good point guards in today's NBA. It's like a whole different game.
All right, so mine is Steph Curry, favorite, Allen Iverson, Derrick Rose.
Oh yes, dude, Derrick Rose for like
bro.
4 or 5 years. He was amazing.
Yeah.
He was great. He was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, D-Rose. Those 3, Steve Nash, and then I have to put, and this is all my era, like all, you know, ones that I actually saw.
Patty Mills.
And then Patty Mills.
Patty
Mills. DeJounte Murray. Just kidding.
Shabazz Napier.
No, I have to go Mario Chalmers.
Chalmers?
Oh, no,
What about Stephon Marbury with the coldest shoes in the game?
Ooh.
Gilbert Arenas with the Glock.
Oh,
I have to go.
Arenas. So good, man.
Bro,
Tony
Gilbert
Parker.
Arenas.
Somebody
Somebody.
says Tony Parker.
It's a good look.
Damn. Chauncey with a nasty ass layup, 65-69 with 3 minutes left. Tony Parker just playing with this food. Richard Hamilton.
Timmy's backing Ben on mine right now. Oh, pass it to Manu. Manu trades it. Let's go.
I know. He was so nasty with that fucking jumper, bro. Gosh, Manu was dirty.
Even when he was fucking 38, 37 years old.
No Spurs!
This game's pretty much over at this point, I think.
No.
70,
Yeah,
60.
You don't know what happened.
In that era might as well be like 25 points.
Yeah.
Colton, this game is live. How do you even know what happened? Shut up.
It's like 51st Dates. Y'all remember that scene where he's like, I bet you the quarterback did the interception at the end zone. And she was like, bet loser does the dishes. And she's like, oh, how did you know? And then the dad's like, you moron. Loser does the dishes.
Dog, imagine like really doing that. That's so fucked up and so funny. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sheed for the three. Oh my god. Ginobili's a hooper, man. Oh my god. His hair is just flowing in the wind, and there's no wind.
It's beautiful, right? Like it looked like he was running like 80 miles an hour every time he was going down court. The SBC Center.
I can still see that bald
SBC
spot.
Center, holy shit.
Ginobili was just so.
Damn, she's
dude,
like, did I get you, dog?
Dude, freaking Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili gave the Spurs like the greatest years of their lives by far.
Yeah, mine too.
It was like the Cowboys. How the Cowboy fans can like never like relive like unlive their glory days of when they had fucking just some of the best players in NFL history on their team. Fucking Emmitt Smith
And like Oklahoma,
Irvin.
too, like OKC. They wait.
First of all, they will win soon. Okay, I guarantee it. And I'm gonna get a tattoo on my left ass cheek. OKC Thunder logo.
I feel like you
100%.
changed that already.
I swear I will.
Before.
Yeah, if the Thunder win, I will get a. Okay, how about this? I will get a Thunder tattoo absolutely anywhere. I don't give a fuck. If
On
they
your
win a
eyelid?
championship,
You get
Bro,
it
on my
one
eyelid.
on your eyelid, your left eyelid.
I will get
No.
OKC Thunder and then the
Get the-
logo above my lip.
Get the mascot
Get
on
the
one.
chip, like get the chip right on your nipple, where your nipple's the fucking the ball of the championship.
The Larry O.B.
Now that is GOAT status. Oh my god.
Just two Larry O.B.s, right?
Maybe your
Yeah,
one title.
what's wrong with that boy's nipple?
That's just one title.
That's just one title.
I'm telling you, if they win a chip, I'm gonna get the trophy.
That way,
right there.
if you get one here and then they win another one, you could put it on the other nipple. Then both your nipples are
Exactly.
championship.
And then
Yeah,
it
I'm
goes
gonna
onto
I'm gonna
your
leave a
balls.
spot on my arm for their first championship.
Alright.
Nah, we already said nipple. You said anywhere.
No. So
On the nip itself, in my belly button. That'd be dope.
Dude on your belly
so
button. Jesus Christ.
66-72.
Yep.
Imagine if
With
the
that-
Spurs were playing Golden State. Golden State would have been up, like, they would have came back, rallied, and scored 20 points by now.
Steph
scored
Curry
25
would have had his third baby and all during this game.
Dude, the game was so slow.
It was, dude, 72-66. Like, come on, bro. You really can't bust Richard Hamilton's broke ass.
Honestly,
did
though,
the-
they didn't call a lot of
did the
those
Spurs?
fouls.
Weren't you just
Spurs gotten a
complimenting?
new arena since this NBA Finals? Don't they have a different arena?
It's the
'Cause
same
it says
arena,
FBC.
different name.
They just. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious.
It's that
You
at
complimented
center.
Hamilton like 30 minutes ago, and then you're like, that bum motherfucker.
Yeah, he's still a bitch no matter what.
Oh my god.
And
Alright,
he can,
alright,
and
alright. I already know.
if he
Jeremy's-
tunes in, he can hear me say it.
I already know Jeremy's favorite team of all time, but let's go with what's your favorite team of all time?
Okay, wait. First of all, what's my favorite team of all time, though?
Sacramento.
Oh, respect.
Oh,
Is it
my-
2000 is it 03?
We talking about like an actual lineup of a
03
team.
Sacramento.
Such a good.
Oh.
You got to pick a
Fucking
year and pick a team. Jeremy's I know is
C-Web.
03 Sacramento. Go, Colt.
Probably though. Wasn't it the 05-06 Suns?
Yeah.
With like Steve Nash, Amari,
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire. Oh my
Leandro
God.
Barbosa.
Raja Bell.
Oh, Raja Bell. That's crazy. That name.
Wasn't Quentin Richardson on the team?
Sean Marion.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on there.
Quinn Richardson was on that team, dude. They were dirty.
For real.
Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs.
Oh yeah.
But okay, what about you, Isaiah?
That's tough, man. That's tough because I really love the old Warriors team with I think it was Quentin Richardson, Steven Jackson, Baron Davis, Matt Barnes.
Oh, that was
Monty Ellis.
The Mavericks. Yeah, I don't think Monte Ellis was on that team when they beat the Mavericks as the 8th seed, and the Mavericks were the 1st seed, and that was like maybe the first or second time it ever happened that an 8th seed beat a 1st seed, and then because it was like Dirk had won the MVP that year. I can't remember what year it was, but I think it went like 6 or 7 games, and I just remember Baron Davis was just an absolute beast. And it was like, I think it was the Dream Team, or it was something like that because they were the 8th seed and they had beaten the 1st seed or number 1 seed. And they were just like such an underdog and just had this amazing run during the playoffs. That was probably my favorite team that I always remember and just always loved watching that series.
Bro, I remember even a specific play when fucking Baron Davis he got like an up and over pick and roll, went down and literally had his left shoulder with contact and fucking just absolutely tomahawked it with his right hand.
Yes.
And I remember the commentator, he's like, he just took all the air out of the arena. And I was like, oh my. And it was like, we believe was like their little slogan.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
So we
God.
believe. Yeah, that's what it was.
I think the other one I liked watching, even though I didn't like the team, was the 12 Miami Heat when their defense was going. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. When those dudes would lock you down, they would just fucking swarm them and just like steal the ball, block. They do everything. It was just
honestly so that's one of my favorite eras of basketball right there. Between like 10 to like 14, 15. Obviously because the Spurs winning 14, and that's my favorite team. But like the Miami Heat coming together, LeBron in his prime, Kobe still hooping, like he still has a chance to get a fucking championship, but Dwight Howard just said, "No."
I'm trash, dog.
Dude, the Lakers had such a they had Andrew Bynum at the time. Remember in maybe 2010, and then they got rid of him, and they got
2 good
Dwight
years.
Howard. Dude,
Farmer, Vucevic.
Yeah,
bro, they had cold-blooded shooters on that team,
and they had and then Derrick Rose was fucking good at that time. I like that era. And then what's up?
Wasn't Bynum there when he was still pretty good?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to Bynum, and
he got like foot
injuries. Yeah, just foot and then knee and just.
I think he just didn't take care of himself.
Oh, who was that player? Maybe 09 or 10 on the Lakers that just fucking dunked the nastiest dunk ever.
Oh, Shannon Brown.
There you go. Kobe got out of the fucking bench, and you were just like, he was fucking.
He had like a 50-inch vertical. Every time he would dunk was just like, it was like insane. It didn't even look real.
Dude, crazy, man. That dunk was disgusting.
Shannon Brown dunks.
Nastiest dunks ever. But mine will probably be a 14 Spurs, just because that fucking team was perfect, and it's the Spurs. And
I'm gonna shut.
We had Kawhi Leonard, dude. Fucking Kawhi Leonard at the time. And then it'd probably be the Heat, the 12 Heat or 13 Heat. I mean, God, it was rowdy.
The oldest player that ever came out was Anthony Bennett. We already went over this. I read a stat. He had like the lowest shooting percentage of his first shot, 20 shots. He shot one of 20 in his first like 4 games.
Oh my gosh. Dude, he was so bad.
If you're following at home, he was shooting 5%. Or that's like his first 5 games.
That's so embarrassing.
Would Boston have won another chip if Ray Allen stayed?
Yes, 100%.
In 11?
They'd
100%.
had to have won immediately after because that those guys were washed in 2 years.
Because they had gone back to back with the Lakers and split it. They won one, Lakers won one.
I just want to say
about 7 games. I think just doing that, going that far deep into the postseason, a third year against the Heat, and they were so motivated. LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, it was just they were so motivated to get to the finals. It would have been really tough because the only scoring they had was Pierce, and then Garnett was 18, 19 a game, but he was more of a defensive.
They had Eddie House. What are you talking about? The coldest shooter ever.
Oh my God.
2.5 threes a game off the bench. James Dorsey with his high socks.
Lamar Odom was also on that team.
Oh, who hit that shot? Sheed? Oh, damn.
So
Go ahead.
Also, last time I was on the pod, I talked about how I hate Paul Pierce and he's a bum.
The wheelchair.
I have since played 2K and I played my buddy, and we did random teams, and I got the Celtics that won the chip. So I had Paul Pierce, and he is the worst 90-something overall player I have. Can't shoot, he can't run, can't dribble, can't hit a three.
It's just that mid-range game, bro. It's just
He's a bona fide scrub.
3, 2 dribble, mid-range.
I literally hate Paul Pierce. Okay, Paul Pierce. If you ever listen to this podcast, I hate you. Okay.
Okay, so real quick. All right, so we have 22 seconds left of the game. The Spurs are up by 4. This shit's a wrap. Spurs win their 3rd championship.
It hasn't ended yet.
So, all right, shut up, slut. Read the. I live in 2020 right now, motherfucker. I know they won. Okay. So I want to have a poll on our Instagram, basically on this new segment. So me and John, what we want this segment to be is where we watch games, and then we have our special guests on. And so my vote is what is it?
You're talking about for names for the segment, right?
Our names for our segment, because I want people to vote on it.
Okay.
So Jonathan, you go first. What do you want your segment to be? And we're gonna put this on a poll so people can vote.
I don't know. What did I say before? I said what did I say?
Mine was did I get you, dog?
Did I get you, dog?
That's my segment. Did I get you, dog? DAGG.
Call your fouls.
Call your own fouls. Is that what I said?
Okay, mine is did I get you, dog? Podcast segment. I don't know how you want to word that, but that's my guess. That's mine.
Mine is back to you, Jim, with sports.
Okay, come on, Isaiah.
Pardon my something.
Pardon my something's pretty good. Pardon my something's probably my choice. I love pardon my take, so that's.
Pardon my something. I like that. That's pretty good. Okay, go, Colt.
I honestly didn't have one. I couldn't think of one because I was.
God. So let's do scrub.
Sporting with the boys.
Okay, so we have. Yeah, did I get you, dog? Sporting with the boys. Terrible. Please do not fucking choose that. It's awful.
That's the most worst fucking
Pardon my something. And then, Jonathan, what was yours?
Back to you, Jim, with sports.
Okay, so we'll hold a poll on our Instagram story maybe 3 times this next coming week, so then we can get a tally of exactly what it'll be, and that'll be our new segment. So that'll be dope.
This week on Back to You, Jim, with sports, we have Colton and Isaiah joining us for a a trip down memory lane for the 2005 NBA Finals.
Make sure you tag that beer.
NBA Finals, 45-48.
It's
the
over,
most
bros.
low-scoring finals of all time.
71-77. Damn it.
It's a game 7 though. Game 7s are just
they're gas. It's the last game of the year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These men went through war. Ben Wallace killed somebody probably.
Benoit is killed so he looks like they would. I feel like that whole team would cover up a murder if they had to.
Oh my
100%.
God. That team, the Denver team that we're talking about, and then no, they probably do more drive-bys. Just kidding.
Oh shit!
Isaiah, are you reading that part of my take tweets about Big Cat went to LSU and he's made his quarterback Blake Bortles. His running backs are Cam Sandwich, Cam Bone, Bobo, Rico Dico, Dakota Montana. his kicker's PFT commentator, and his center's Fat Anthony.
Dude, oh my gosh! Now I'm just looking at it now. Oh
That's
my
hard.
gosh, so funny.
All right, guys. So the Spurs won, and this is the close of our little segment that we're trying to start. And thank you guys for being on. And
Yeah, thank y'all.
Let's see if we can make this a thing. That'd be cool. I mean, we could figure out a way to make it a little bit easier on us, but I don't think we can play the fucking video because it's like copyright and all that shit. But
what we could do maybe is like we could all individually watch the game, and then we'll have a podcast like discussing the game, like little points. Maybe we'll make some notes and like yeah, this is the lowest scoring finals of all time. Robert Horry, Ben Wallace's dreads. Just like little notes. We'll all have different it'd probably be a lot smoother. But yeah. It was fun though.
Yeah.
Good time.
I think if we were all together, this would be super legit. But we can't because COVID, so we have to make do with what we have.
I can't wait till COVID goes away, and then we get started with part 2.
I'm gonna buy a studio so we can all have a studio.
You're scared.
Mark my words. Mark my words. You heard it here first.
This man.
You heard it here first.
This man's gonna buy a studio
first.
But he wanted me or Isaiah to buy him fucking Madden.
I know. I was like lobbying in that area. I was like, so who's gonna buy me Madden, motherfucker?
He's like, can I get the leak? He's like, y'all got a download code? And I was like,
God damn. Yeah, guys. But thanks for being on, and then we'll post this episode early this week, and then we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
All right, fellas.
See ya.
God, fuck.